As you can see on the right and the left, it's smog, so we are not able to see on the left, so there's no point. But 1950, 26th of January, we became a democracy, and we have a military parade on this avenue. Front of the house of the Shah Jahan, the emperor, there's a 3-mile long avenue, exactly the way you have it in front of the Viceroy's house. And this was the largest wholesale market of Asia in those days, selling any of the products. And again, I was surprised to find the list. It was mentioned in the restaurant where you had breakfast today that the market was selling silk from China to coffee from Arabia and to so many other things. And jewelry market, textile market, till about 50. Believe me, I live about 30 kilometers south of this place, and I go and buy groceries there and I come and buy here. There's a difference of 30%. So I found a school friend of mine, Black Friday sort of thing. We have Diwali festival. The Amazon made $3.5 billion of sale. You know, this is the power of people. 1.3 billion people, if they wake up in the morning, this church in just 200 yards of 1890, built by the English. Next to that, we have an American temple. It's called the Two Golden Arches. Yeah, Two Golden Arches. You don't know about it? It's called McDonald's. And the postal system working fantastically. Every 2 miles, there was a post office with a horseman and a horse. In 24 hours, they got the news from the border. Maximum 48 hours. But from the border of the empire to Delhi, it was 40 days on a horseback. So if anyone is attacking, they had enough time to prepare. We are on the north side of the mosque. I'll be taking you inside the mosque and I'll give you a little bit of explanations to justify my salary. And after that, we'll give free time. Superstitious thing. On the right, you have the street called Dariba, which is the jewelry street. Indians are big eaters. They eat anything, anytime, anywhere. The shops and all in the old part of the town, they open around 11. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the gate of the mosque. Now I will be having a flag, a pinky flag of Imagine Frozen.
What's it, ma'am? 100 rupees.
I just shove these on when I'm in temple. Yeah. People have good hearts, so they find it. And all those who keep cribbing, my experience is they are the ones who suffer. They are the ones who really lose their passports, their tickets, they are missing the flights, and they're always complaining. Anyhow, so this place, Rajghat, it's been certain time we have left our hotel. I'm sure you would have that need to go. And it's really on need doing Rajghat after that. We just change the money, and during the visit in Rajghat we'll be using the devices again, so we'll be with the audio devices. That's she's Raj's wife. Now everyone says I'm her husband. This is what we call the food street of Jama Masjid. You're on the south gate. We have about 100 restaurants, including the famous Nizam. So that is Kashmir. Wazwan, you can see restaurant. Wazwan is an invitees meal in Kashmir. Kashmir, where you have 30, 40 course meals. Yeah. It's just small tasters, but 30 different things. So these are all suppliers on the right. So you can see the meat. I can see a pair of lungs hanging. And the heads of the lamb.
Sheep, look, there's real
goat.
sheep, look. Oh god. Yeah. Yeah. Street food. Oh my god. Bit of wiring up there.
It's the only geometrical shape, it's a hemisphere. An inverted dome, inverted bowl. And from there on, one inverted, one right. You already have an object and you create a design of it.
accent or a punctuation mark, they replace. If you're happy, you start smiling and laughing. So it's your soul, and soul is a part of God. And the Hindus and the Buddhists and the Jain and the Sikhs, they believe that this has to go back to God. And that is called the freedom. That's called the freedom from the circle of birth and death. Right? The word used by Buddhists for this is called nirvana. The Hindus call it moksha. The Sikh and the Jain, they call it mukti. There are three different. You get the picture. So in this circle of born and dying and born and dying and born and dying, if you get nirvana, what do you get? You eliminate the root cause of death because you're not born again. You're free from this condemned cycle. This condemnation is gone. I hope I'm not boring you. This is our way of seeing life. So once you are free from all this, you don't suffer anymore. This is a Nilgai, female one. That it's a wild animal, and if you see the feet, it looks like it's wearing socks. It's from the deer family. It's the largest deer in Asia. We call it Nilgai. The male one is black. This is a female. It's come out of the herd, and look at it. It's a competition for the monkeys, and the monkeys are not happy because it's eating their. And you find them in the cities, and they are adapting to the human life. And how do they adapt? They steal the clothes that you leave it on the clothesline for drying.
Look at him running. Look at him running over there.
The one's going to get a bit.
Right there, he's been trying.
He wants that.
Oh, no, they dropped it.
That's a cheeky monkey.
Oh, he's fancy. Oops. Oh, deserve that.
Monkey's greedy. And that's the same sentiment that the humans have it. You know, it's this greed that converted the monkey into a human. Because for the greed of food, they started walking on two legs.
Oh, it's got 2 pieces.
Whenever they go and attack and want to have food, they are on 2 legs. And you can believe that how and to what extent they have. Wearing a necktie in Iran is supposed to be un-Islamic. Any woman who doesn't have a head covered is considered un-Islamic. A man in that region says, I am the next prophet, wherein the Prophet Muhammad has said that I am the last one. There will be no more. Says to the people who are following the Quran for last 1,400 years that this is expired. And unless until you give the we are trying to show you in this little introduction. You're going to have a learning experience. I would like to remind you it's without any obligation to buy. And don't forget, if you want to order any dresses, they have a catalog. In fact, not one but many catalogs. You just select the model and they'll replicate and deliver it to you by tomorrow evening. So that if any, by today evening, sorry, or tomorrow morning, so that by tomorrow evening any retouching or anything is required, they will be able to do it. They also sell textiles, they also sell many other things like shawls, and of course they also have carpets and other. One maximum retail price plus 100 rupees, even if it is prohibited on certain days. Fireworks, a lot of fireworks stores, because that was a part of celebration, and one of the kings was so crazy about fireworks, he got a special tower constructed. His name was Ishar Singh.
This is the entrance on the right to the city palace, and the building coming up is what we call the town hall. It's the Indo-Islamic British architecture, that's what they call it. So take a look on this, all painted in pink and white. Ladies and gentlemen, hold your cameras ready, because on the right hand side you will be getting a view of a very famous landmark of this city. It's called the Palace of Winds. Now this palace is no palace, and there is nothing inside. It's just a wall, it's just a facade. You can see from here, it's only made for the queens of the royal family, so that they could look into the bazaars as to what is happening without being seen, because Islamic rule was there, so the queens could not show themselves. That's a 5-degree inclination. The palace is at a 5-degree inclination rear. So you see every subsequent floor, there are 5 floors, there are 108 balconies, and all these balconies, they have 5-sided windows, and there are more than 900 windows. So that makes a lot of breeze going in, and that's why it was nicknamed the Palace of Winds. So now we also have the construction of the underground, and me and my largest not-for-profit organization, we call it the NGO, it's called the INTAC. We are more than 10,000 volunteers. We had to put a brake on. Yeah, he's a turban seller, so he's been there for years now. Normally turbans we make every day. It's just a piece of cloth that we roll around the head, but he's selling for the tourist. He's selling ready-made turbans, and you buy it fine, but then you take it home, and if it is undone, then you won't be able to put it back. So he's a turban seller. A lot of Indian tourists, you see those girls, they're trying those turbans. There's different types of turbans. He's a ready-made turban seller. So a lot of Indian tourists out here, lot of Indian tourists. One of the other style of textiles they do is what we call the...
What's that? Oh, you blocked it.
Single floor, and there is an island in the middle, and the whole building has been constructed around. That is what explains how you can have trees on the rooftop. Otherwise, how can you have these trees on the roof? See the wall on the other side?
Elephant grocery, Anchor grocery is a movie.
Just eating it. Tiny thing.
It's 1/3 the size of an African cousin. This elephant can eat up to 350 kilos of grass a day. It's a vegetarian. And like all four, and the elephant has no sweat glands. So the elephant has no choice but to protection for the sun. It keeps putting the mud on its head and back. The trunk is very sensitive. It can pick up a pin dropped on the... Whereas an elephant, which is something like 3 tons, will not be able to pick up more than 300 kilos, 400 kilos. You know what animal is the champion weightlifting champion? And they love painting also, themselves. So the vanity is not restricted only to women, you know, like they have painted names. To buy the entrance tickets, it will give you a small break if in case you feel like going to the restrooms. I'll show it where they are. then we'll be starting the visit. So let's have a check, ladies and gentlemen, for the listening devices. May I request you to switch them on? Check.
Take the bugs out of you.
Seen.
See, if you come on a normal time. And you can see the reflection of all the flames in these mirrors. And it was a very fairy tale experience. Then we also have big mirrors. These big mirrors are like real mirrors. It's very easy to see. May I suggest the bottom?
That means that 9 is the day of visitor. Missing part, and then quietly do prediction on mark. What we do prediction on mark? Hope you can see that my hand says there has a triple line. Can you see this one?
Yeah.
This is the equator line. Only 2 time sun will reach on equator.
People who are bald in the front. किसी ने पट्टी पड़ा के देखी
No, when they will be come, no, go there. When they will be come, everybody's come there. You can.
Professional vlogger.
He's still like this. It's okay, it's okay.
I might shed him a heart attack. One can't even go with the bike goes on.
Oh God! Jesus. Help! Oh, my man! Got a man!
Where's our driver?
He's pushing.
Thailand. Our Mahal.
Body, taking him for a burial, you can see that.
Many, of course, yeah. Many people speak English, many English people living here. Comfortable.
We still don't have road rage, but it's coming up in the large cities like Delhi, Bombay. We don't know how long, but it's bound to happen. This white stuff that you see in the jars, it's confectioned pumpkin. Like you have the ginger, Chinese ginger. We do it with pumpkin. See what happens.
Even for a day, rumor started that he's dead.
should be turning off food. Hey? He hasn't bit me yet.
Gotcha, tough luck.
It is, yeah.
Loads of them, yeah. Still between 1 and 2.
Yeah, we'll get a wee shot. Yeah. All right, girls.
I pay for it because it's a video camera.
So it's my phone.
Again, I put it